Hi, good morning. Till now we have covered till point 8, that is architecture, DBC instance, users, table space, temporary table space, undo and flashback technology, and Oracle networking environment. So today we are going to cover Oracle locking and Oracle auditing. Uh, Oracle auditing and Oracle locking we are going to cover today. So let's start. Oracle locking. Uh, Oracle locking, a brief description. Oracle isolation levels, setting isolation level, Oracle lock duration, Oracle lock modes, Oracle lock types, Oracle DML lock types, modes, Oracle DDL lock modes, Oracle lock escalation, deadlock, snapshot to old brief description. So Oracle locking, a brief description. Locks are mechanisms that prevent destructive interaction between transactions accessing the same resource. General object type affected by locks. User objects such as tables and rows, structures and data. System objects not visible to users such as shared data structure in memory and data dictionary rows. Oracle isolation level. Isolation levels are how Oracle executes statement in regards to read consistency and is directly related to what lock may be ignored. Read committed, default serializable transactions, read-only transactions. Read committed, each query executed by transaction sees only data that was committed before the query. Before the query began. An Oracle query will never read dirty data, uncommitted data. Because Oracle does not prevent other transactions from modifying the data read by a query, the data may be changed by other transaction between two execution of the query. Serializable transactions see only changes that were committed at the time the transaction began, plus those changes made by the transaction itself through insert, update, delete statement. Read only, see only changes that were committed at the transaction or at the time transaction began, and do not allow insert, update, delete statements. Setting Oracle isolation level, setting at transaction level, set transaction isolation level, read committed, serializable, read only. At session level, alter session, set isolation level, read committed, serialization, read only. Oracle log duration. All logs acquired by a statement within a transaction are held for the duration of the transaction. Oracle releases all logs acquired by statement within a transaction when an explicit or implicit commit or rollback is executed. Oracle also releases logs acquired after a save point when rolling back to the save point. Only transactions not waiting for the previously locked resources can acquire logs on now available resources. Waiting transaction continue to wait until after the original transaction comes or completely rolls back. Oracle lock mode, exclusive lock mode, share lock mode. Exclusive lock mode prevents the associated resources from being shared. This lock mode is obtained to modify data The first transaction to lock a resource exclusively is the only transaction that can alter the resource until the exclusive lock is released. Share lock mode allows the associated resources to be shared depending on the operations involved. Multiple users reading data can share the data holding share lock to prevent concurrent access by a writer who needs an exclusive lock. Several transactions can acquire share lock on the same resource. Lock types: DML locks, that is data lock; DDL lock, dictionary lock; Oracle internal locks latches; Oracle distributed locks; Oracle parallel cache management locks. DML locks, DML locks or data lock. DML locks protects data. For example, table locks lock the entire table, row locks lock the selected rows. DML operation can acquire DML lock at two different levels for specific rows and for the entire table. Oracle DML lock types: row level lock, table level lock. Oracle row lock TX. All DML locks Oracle acquire automatically are row level locks. No limit to the number of row locks held by a transaction. Oracle does not escalate locks from row level. Row locking provides the lowest level of locking possible, provides the best possible transaction concurrency. Readers of the data do not wait for writers of the same data rows. A modified row is always locked exclusively so that other users cannot modify the row until the transaction holding the lock is committed or rolled back. If a transaction obtains a row lock for a row, the transaction also acquires a table lock for the corresponding table. The table lock prevents conflicting DDL operations that would override data changes in the current transaction. Note, a transaction gets an exclusive DML lock for each row modified by any of the following statements: insert, update, delete, select. Select with for update clause. Oracle table level lock TM. A transaction acquires a table lock for DML statements such as insert, update, delete, select for update, and lock table. Reasons are to reserve DML access to the table on behalf of a transaction and prevent DDL operations. Table lock prevent table locks prevent an exclusive DDL lock on the same table, which prevents DDL operations. For example, a table cannot be altered or dropped if any uncommitted transaction holds a table lock for it. A table lock can be held in several modes: row share, row exclusive, share, row exclusive, and exclusive. The restrictiveness of the table locks mode determines the mode in which the table locks on the same table can be obtained and held. This is a pictorial diagram of different type of lock and different operation. That are permitted. Row share table lock indicates the transaction holding the lock on the table has locked rows in the table and intends to update them. Permitted operation allows other transactions to query, insert, update, delete, and lock the rows concurrently in the same table. Therefore, other transactions can obtain simultaneously row share, row exclusive, share, and share row exclusive, table locks on this for the same table. Prohibited operation lock table in exclusive mode, that is not possible. Row exclusive table lock indicates that a transaction holding a lock has made one or more updates to the rows in a table. A row exclusive table lock is acquired automatically by insert update delete lock table in row exclusive mode. A row exclusive table lock is slightly more restrictive than a row share table lock. Permitted operations allows other transactions to query, insert, update, delete, or lock rows in the same table. The row exclusive table lock allows multiple transactions to obtain simultaneous row exclusive and row share table locks in the same table. Prohibited operation prevents locking the table for exclusive reading or writing. Therefore, other transactions cannot concurrently lock the table in share mode, in share exclusive mode, or in exclusive mode. Share table lock acquired automatically for the table specified in the following statement: lock table, table name in share mode. Permitted operation allows for transactions only to query the table, to lock specific rows we select for update, or to execute lock table in share mode. No updates are allowed by other transactions. Multiple transactions can hold share table locks for the same table concurrently. No transaction can update the table. Therefore, a transaction that has a share table lock can update the table only if no other transaction has a share table lock on the same table. Prohibited operation prevents other transactions from modifying the same table or lock table in share row exclusive mode, in exclusive mode, or in row exclusive mode. This about share table lock. Share row exclusive table lock. More restrictive than a share table lock, a share row exclusive table lock is acquired for a table as follows: lock table, table name in share row exclusive mode. Permitted operation: only one transaction at a time can acquire a row share exclusive lock on a given table. A share row exclusive table lock held by a transaction allows other transaction to query or lock specific rows using select for update clause, but not to update the table. Prohibited operation prevents other transactions from obtaining row exclusive table locks and modifying the same table. A shared row exclusive table lock also prohibits other transactions from obtaining share row exclusive and exclusive table locks. Exclusive table lock, most restrictive mode of table lock, allowing the transaction to hold the lock exclusive right access to the table, and exclusive table lock acquired by lock table, table name in exclusive mode. Permitted operation: only one transaction can obtain an exclusive table lock for a table, and exclusive table lock permits other transactions only to query the table. Prohibited operation prohibits other transactions from performing any type of DML statement or placing any type of lock on the table. This is exclusive table lock. Next, Oracle DDL locks. DDL locks or dictionary locks protects the definition of an object while being used by DDL operation. Recall that the DDL statement implicitly comments. Create procedure will automatically acquire DDL locks for all schema object references in the procedure definition. The DDL locks prevents object reference in the procedure from being altered, dropped before the compile is complete. Cannot explicitly request DDL locks. Individual schema objects that are modified or referenced are locked during the DDL operation. The whole data dictionary is never locked. Three categories: exclusive DDL lock, shared DDL locks, and breakable parse lock. Exclusive DDL lock, shared DDL lock, and breakable parse lock. Exclusive DDL lock. Most DDL operations require exclusive DDL lock for a dispose to prevent destructive interference with other DDL operations on the same object. In the acquisition of exclusive DDL lock, if another DDL lock is already held on the object by another operation, the lock gets wait until the other DDL lock is released before proceeding. DDL operations also acquire DML locks, data locks on schema objects to be modified. Shared DDL lock. Some DDL needs a shared DDL lock for an object to prevent destructive interference, other conflict DDL operations, but allow data concurrency for other DDL. For example, when a create procedure executes, the transaction acquires shared DDL lock for all reference tables. Other transactions can concurrently create procedure that references the same table and therefore acquire concurrent shared DDL locks on the same table, but no transaction can acquire an exclusive DDL lock on the reference on any of the reference table. No transaction can alter or drop a reference table. As a result, a transaction that holds a shared DDL lock is guaranteed that the definition of the reference object will remain constant for the duration of the transaction. Gotten an object for detailed statement that have audit, no edit, comment, create or replace, view, procedure, package, package body, function, trigger, create synonym, create table. So these are cases where shared DDL lock is obtained. Oracle breakable parse locks, a SQL statement or a PL/SQL program in the share pool hold the parse lock for each object reference. Parse locks are gotten so that the associated share SQL area can be invalidated if a reference object is altered or dropped. A parse lock does not allow any DDL operation and can be broken to continue conflicting DDL operation. Gotten during the parse phase of SQL statement execution and held as long as the shared SQL area for that statement remains in the shared pool. Oracle internal locks and latches. Internal locks and latches protect Oracle internal data structures such like data files. Internal locks and latches are entirely handled by Oracle internal functions and are automatic. Some internal latches can be tuned by the DBA. Oracle latches. Latches are low-level serialization mechanism to protect shared data structure in the system global area. Latches protect the Oracle list of users currently accessing the database and protect the data structure describing the blocks in the buffer. A server or background process acquires a latch for very short time while manipulating or locking at one of these structures. The implementation of latches is operating system dependent, particularly in regard to whether and how long a process will wait for a latch. Oracle internal locks, data dictionary locks, file and log management locks, table space and rollback segment locks. Oracle distributed locking. Distributed log ensure that data and other resources distributed among various instances are consistent. Distributed logs are held by instances rather than transactions. Oracle parallel cache management logs. Parallel cache management PCM logs. PCM logs are distributed logs that cover one or more data blocks in the buffer cache. PCM logs do not lock any row on behalf of the transaction. Data lock acceleration. A transaction holds exclusive lock for all rows inserted, updated, deleted within a transaction. Because locks are acquired at highest degree of restricted, no lock conversion is permitted. Oracle automatically converts a table lock of lower restricted to higher restricted as appropriate. For example, assume that a transaction uses a select statement with the for update clause to lock rows of the table. As a result, it acquires the exclusive lock and a row share table lock for the table. If the transaction later updates one or more of the lock rows, the row share table lock is automatically converted to row exclusive table lock. Oracle occurs when many locks are held at one level like rows, and database raises the locks to higher level like a table lock. If many row locks on a table, the database will automatically escalate the row locks to a single table lock for the transaction. Physical number of locks is reduced, but the restricted rate is increased. Lock escalation increases the possibility of deadlock. Imagine a situation where the system is trying to escalate locks on behalf of a transaction T1 but cannot because of locks held by transaction T2. A deadlock is created if T2 also requires escalation of the same data before it can proceed. Oracle does not do lock escalation to exclusive table level for numerous row locks. Deadlock. Oracle automatically detects deadlock situation and resolves them by rolling back one of the statements involved in the deadlock. This releases one set of conflicting row locks. A corresponding message also is returned to the transaction that undergoes the rollback. Deadlock often occurs when a transaction overrides the Oracle default locking. Oracle itself does not does no lock escalation and does not use read locks for queries, does not use page level locking. Deadlocks rarely occur in Oracle. Deadlocks are usually be avoided if transaction accessing the same table locks to table in the same order, either through implicit or explicit lock. And when a sequence of locks of one transaction are required, you should consider acquiring the most exclusive lock first. Always close exclusive caches when finished to free locks. Snapshot to old. Snapshot to old order when a transaction reads the table, another transaction updates the table, rows in it, update a row in a table. The update transaction comments. The comment releases the rollback segment for the other transaction to use. Another transaction that uses the same rollback segment and from the update statement overwrites the rollback information for the update transaction. So snapshot to old is appears when a long-running query unable to find the data in the rollback segment. Then we get a snapshot to old error because the data is updated. So we need to read the data from the undo from the rollback segment, but the rollback segment is overwritten. So we get a snapshot to old error. Things that affect occurrence of snapshot: rollback segment max size, rollback segment optimal size, number of rollback segment, proper application, transaction activity. Rollback segment, the maximum size of a rollback segment can be grow to can have an impact on how long a particular change can be held in a rollback segment before being overwritten, causing the snapshot to old error. Rollback segments can have what is called an optimal size. Optimal size is what a rollback segment will shrink back to after space beyond the optimal has not been used for a period of time. This affects when a large transaction does a DML operation and the rollback segment can go beyond the optimal and then commit. The rollback information contained in the space beyond optimal cannot be accessed in the rollback segment strings back to optimal. Total number of rollback segments in the database can affect snapshot to error by making it less likely that a rollback segment would be used by another transaction. %98% of all snapshot to old errors are due to conflicting transaction activity, mostly in batch processing jobs. Keep conflicting update and select jobs from running at the same time. This has to do with the design of the application jobs and process flow of the batches, which job run concurrently and in what order the jobs run. Proper application transaction activity, keep updates under rollback segment optimal. If you cannot, consider speaking with the DB about rollbacks with high optimal size. Use special rollback segment for large DML operation. Commit in DML jobs as little as possible. This lets rollback larger, but will keep undo information in the rollback until commit can have a larger optimal size. Keep transaction as fast as possible. The faster activity completes will reduce the chances of updates that may cause snapshot to old data. So that's it, guys, about Oracle locking.